A few years ago, a wedding video went viral on social media. It showed a Catholic bride and a Muslim groom exchanging vows. The bride wore a white dress, the groom wore traditional attire, and the ceremony blended both cultures beautifully. People were amazed. Some praised it as a powerful sign of love that crosses boundaries. But at the same time, the comment section exploded. Some asked, "Wait, is this even allowed in the Catholic Church?" Others said, "This marriage can never work. Their faiths are too different." And still others accused the Church of being rigid for placing rules on love in the first place. So here's the tension. Love seems universal, but religion can become a dividing line. Therefore, we have to ask, what does the Catholic Church actually teach about Catholics marrying non-Catholics or even non-Christians? Maybe this is not just theory for you. Maybe you've fallen in love with someone who doesn't share your faith. Or maybe you've seen a family member struggle with this. Love doesn't check baptism certificates, it just happens. But when the church enters the picture, it can feel complicated. Suddenly, there are questions about weddings, sacraments, raising kids, and even whether your marriage is valid in the eyes of God. Therefore, let's break it down together, not in cold rules, but in real-life terms. The Catholic Church has always taught that marriage is not just a romantic contract. It's a sacrament, a sign of God's love. Ideally, both spouses share the same faith, because faith is supposed to unite, not divide. But the Church also knows life is messy. People fall in love across boundaries, Catholic with Protestant, Catholic with atheist, Catholic with Muslim. And the Church doesn't pretend these situations don't exist. Therefore, the Church has rules, but also paths of mercy and dialogue. Here's the basic breakdown. If a Catholic marries another baptized Christian, like a Protestant, it's called a mixed marriage. The Church allows it, but the Catholic spouse needs permission from their bishop. If a Catholic marries someone who is not baptized, like a Muslim, Jew, Hindu, or atheist, it's called a disparity of cult. The Church can still allow it, but you need special dispensation, again from the bishop. In both cases, the Catholic promises to do their best to remain Catholic and to raise the children in the Catholic faith. Some people hear that and think, see, the Church is controlling. But think about it. The Church isn't saying love is impossible between different faiths. It's saying faith is so central to life that it deserves to be protected in marriage. Therefore, these rules aren't about limiting love. They're about helping love survive when faith differences could otherwise cause pain. Remember the global attention around Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's royal wedding? Before marrying into the British royal family, Meghan was baptized and confirmed in the Church of England, so the marriage would be fully recognized. People praised it as respectful, but it also showed the challenge. Even in the modern world, religion still matters deeply in marriage. Therefore, it's not just old-fashioned rules. Faith shapes identity, children, family, even future generations. If you're Catholic, maybe you've felt torn. You believe love conquers all, but you also worry. Will my kids be confused? Will my spouse respect my faith? Will I drift away from the Church? Those are real fears. And if you're Protestant, Muslim, or not religious at all, maybe you've felt the opposite. Why should I have to sign papers or make promises just because of the Catholic Church? Both sides feel the weight. But here's the key. The Church is not anti-love. The Church is pro-love, a love that doesn't just survive the honeymoon, but lasts through decades, raising kids, facing sickness, and growing old. Therefore, it asks couples to be honest. Are we united not just in romance, but in values, in faith, in the deepest part of life? Here's the truth. Mixed marriages can work. Some become powerful witnesses of unity and respect, but they're not easy. Differences in prayer, worship, and beliefs can cause wounds if not faced honestly. Therefore, the Church doesn't forbid them, but it does challenge couples. Talk about faith before you say "I do." Don't ignore it, because faith is not just Sunday morning, it's every day. At the end of the day, marriage is a school of love. The question isn't only, can I marry someone outside my faith? The deeper question is, will my marriage help me and my spouse grow closer to God or pull us apart? And that's something worth thinking about for Catholics, for non-Catholics, for anyone who believes love is bigger than just two people.